Can Shericka Jackson break Flo Jo's 100-meter world record? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your comments after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, when you're ready, good to go. After smashing her personal record in the 200 meters in an interview with Television Jamaica, Shericka Jackson said, what I believe in the moment of euphoria, she was asked if she thought she were a threat to Flo Jo's 100 and 200 meter record. So let's take a look in terms of realistically, not sentimentally, as to whether or not Shericka Jackson at this point in her career could truly challenge Flo Jo's 34-year-old 100-meter world record of 10.49. In the finals of the Jamaica National Championships, Shericka Jackson, the superwoman as we call her at Peter Lloyd World, astonished many and upset the world order, so to speak, winning the women's 100-meter finals in a time of 10.77, the second fastest time recorded by any woman thus far for the 2022 season over the 100 meters.
The set position once again.
Set.
And the final time, and now Brianna Williams got a great start. Shericka Jackson is running superbly as well. Elaine Thompson-Herah will have to come from behind. Kemba Nelson is finishing fast and furious. Shericka Jackson produces a big performance. 10.78 seconds. She upsets her more fancied 100-meter rivals. 10.77 for Shericka Jackson. 100th of a second outside her personal best. That was a stunning piece of sprinting. Second, Kemba Nelson. That's a major surprise as well. 10.88 seconds. What have we seen here? Elaine Thompson-Herah, the two-time Olympic champion, settling for third in 10.
Now I have to concede two things. I was not necessarily surprised by this win. And I was not necessarily shocked at her time of 10.77. But how does this 10.77 actually translate against the world record of 10.49? Now, Shericka Jackson did not run a lot of 100 meters for the outdoor season for the 2022 season. In fact, I think she ran maybe 3. I think so. I think this was her third. Well, no, if you count the heats and semifinals, it would have been 5 in total. But I'm saying that she didn't run a lot of races. Her first race, she broke the 11-second barrier. And then, of course, the Prefontaine Classic, where she was given the position of third, running at then season's best of 10.92, I believe, behind Sha'Carri Richardson of the United States. So, can Shericka Jackson actually challenge and break Flo Jo's 34-year-old 100-meter world record of 10.49? Of course, this is just my 2 cents. Now, statistically, let's look at this. She has not run a lot of 100-meter races. I believe in total she has run about 5 so far, improving from her season opener at the National Stadium of 11 seconds down to her final at the national trials also at the National Stadium of 10.77. The issue I have with this is that 10.77 is not her personal best. Her personal best is 10.76. One would have hoped that she would have ran a lower time, something below 10.77, or at least something below her personal record of 10.76. Now, I have to concede that in this race, all of these ladies were standing around for 25 minutes, and I have stated categorically that this must have impacted their runs. I believe everyone would have run much faster. Now, what they would have ran, that's only speculation and none of us will ever know. So we can only use the stats that's in front of us. So at this point, 10.77 is not her personal best. I must say, however, to my second point, that she has improved drastically. 11 seconds to 10.92 to 10.77. I mean, in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, by the time she gets to World Athletics Championships in Eugene, Oregon, the sky is pretty much the limit. She could probably run a sub 10.7, and I believe she has that in her legs. I believe that she can do that. Third, once she comes under pressure from a Shelly Ann and a Elaine Thompson at her best, I believe Shericka Jackson will be running a sub 10.7. She might even run a 10.65. Realistically, however, can she actually challenge the world record? The statistics is telling me not necessarily. In the near future, over the next 12 months, but certainly not in time for World Championships. Of course, I am not her trainer. I am not there. So we don't know what's happening during training. So it could be that she's already running some crazy sub 10.7 times. But if I am to be honest, there's a huge difference between 10.76, let's use her personal record, and 10.49. It might not look like it's huge, but believe me, people, it's massive. So I'm still tipping my hat towards the two ladies who are closest. Shelly Ann Fraser-Price with her 10.63 and Elaine Thompson-Herah with her 10.54, both of which look pretty good to me. As I stated, well, we talk about Elaine Thompson-Herah at another time. But I cannot think about the fact that once she's under pressure, real pressure, once an Elaine is actually running at her best and a Shelly is actually running at her best, she may surprise and run some crazy times. But I still don't think she can actually challenge the world record. I mean, people, 10.49 is a serious record. It's 34 years old, and at one point people thought it was impossible. So at this point, one, her PB is actually 10.76. I need to see her run something faster than her PB to really assess. Two, of course, once under pressure in a final, she may surprise and push the limits. I do believe in my heart of hearts, based on her progression, the way she's improving, that she has a 10.65 in her legs at this point, maybe even faster. Three, boy, 10.49 and 10.77 people are miles apart. I know it doesn't look that way, and I know that in the euphoria of the moment we're all happy and we all love her, but just statistically, the statistics is telling me that at this point she's not a real threat. She could be, but in the near future, not in time for Eugene, Oregon. Of course, I don't know what's happening with her coaches, and I'm going to say it again, she could be running some crazy times and we don't know about it. I think she's more a threat to the other record. Of course, this is just my 2 cents. So what I'm saying categorically is, at this point, I believe Shelly and Elaine are more a threat to that record than a Shericka Jackson. Specifically, I'm talking about the 100-meter world record. At this point, I believe that she can become a threat in the near future because of how massively she's progressing. And the fact that at the national trials, it was evident that she had a whole lot more in her legs. So, this, of course, is just my 2 cents. Of course, I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know on either account. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit that like button if you enjoy the video. Leave your comments. Remember, you are royals, you are kings and queens. Act accordingly, great ones. Bless up.